Extermination was one of the first survival horrors for the PlayStation 2. Developed by Deep Space and published by Sony, it was released July 23, 2001 in North America. You play as Special Forces Recon Marine Dennis Riley. After receiving a distress call, you and your fellow Marines are sent to Fort Stewart, a secret research facility in Antarctica. Upon arriving at Fort Stewart, your team is forced to part ways as the plane engines are blown out, naturally. You accompany fellow Marine Roger and investigate the facility while regrouping with your squad. Being a survival horror, the majority of your stay will be alone, so I wouldn't get too attached to Roger.
Dennis! Help me!
Extermination's gameplay uses the standard third-person survival horror formula. Explore, read memos that people wrote just before dying, killing monsters, and fetching out-of-place keys. Your training will be put to the test as you run, gun, knife, jump, climb, tiptoe, crawl, zip, and hang.
Just like the way we did it in training, huh?
The game utilizes an action button similar to newer Resident Evil and Legend of Zelda games, where one button is used for interaction with the environment and special movement. At any time, you can choose between over-the-shoulder aiming or first-person view. Throughout the game, you'll use a rechargeable battery pack to charge doors, elevators, and save your game. Aside from the battery chargers, you'll find ammo stations for your assault rifle and healing pods. Every now and then, you'll come across simple platforming sections to navigate. Enemies have a core as their weakness. Shooting it takes them down quicker, and you'll want to do that as they can deal physical damage as well as infect you. You can fight off infection using medicine, but once it reaches 100%, you begin mutating, your health drops 60% while slowly degenerating. Your only hope is to find an MTS healing pod. The infection system adds suspense to the game, giving you 2 health bars to worry about. Different areas will require you to have certain weapons or gadgets equipped. Luckily, your rifle is highly customizable. You can choose from a variety of iron sights, scopes, firing rates, and secondary weapons. Your secondary weapon is attached at the bottom of the rifle and can be fired without having to go through a menu. You get your normal arsenal of weapons: shotgun, flamethrower, grenade launcher, and BFG. Ammo for your rifle can be expanded by finding magazine clips. However, ammo for your more lethal weapons is scarce, so conservation is encouraged. Extermination doesn't graphically hold up as well as other early PlayStation 2 games. The animation and design of the characters are alright, but the same cannot be said for the boring backgrounds and environments. Here I am in the snow. Here I am in a great corridor. Here I am in a great air duct. Here I am in a great laboratory. Here I am climbing a snowy cliff. Apart from seeing the white of the snow or the gray of the concrete, the only other color you'll see is the pinkish hue of the infected. The music does well setting the mood of the game, and only gets better the further in you go, including some epic final boss music, and crit music that will leave you saying, what the hell? The less said about the voice acting, the better, but let's take a gander.
Don't move. I'm with the...
Special Marine Forces Recon, I know.
This place looks like a battlefield.
What the hell?
As you play through Extermination, you'll notice a lot of similarities with the Resident Evil series, from enemies, locations, gameplay, and even boss fights. You see, some of the developers of Deep Space were comprised of members from Resident Evils, which is why the game was hyped before its release. It only makes sense that they would reuse some of their ideas, though I'm not sure if they're the same people who worked on the later Resident Evil games, like Resident Evil 4 or 5, but in many ways Extermination is a predecessor to those games. Final thoughts. The horror element is dwindled by having unlimited assault rifle ammo, as most of the game can be played using only your rifle, allowing you to stockpile the scarce ammo for your other weapons. Aside from game imbalance, you're still in for a good time. If you like the story of John Carpenter's The Thing, and gameplay of the newer Resident Evil games, Extermination is right up your alley. You can get this game at a GameStop for about $3.99, or even cheaper on eBay. I give it a thumbs up.